I want to play some of the audio from Saturday. Howard University, which has, it's an HBCU, historically black college or university. And Joe Biden called it a black HBCU just to make sure, you know, because he had to say it twice. Pretty amazing stuff. And here's Joe Biden Saturday at the Howard University, Kamala Harris's alma mater in Washington, D.C.
We know that American history has not always been a fairy tale.
It's not always been
a
Democrats.
It's been a constant push and pull
from the start
for more than 240 years between the best of us, the American idea that we're all created equal, and the worst of us, the harsh reality that racism has long torn us apart. It's a battle that's never really over. But on the best days, enough of us have the guts and the hearts to stand up for the best in us. To choose love over hate, unity over disunion, progress over retreat. Stand up against the poison white supremacy, as I did my inaugural address, to single out.
Now, the audio at the Howard University event was sketchy and went back and forth, and it was mono, then stereo, and then it skipped, and then it became hollow, and it's impossible to say what the source of the bad audio was. The White House, Howard University, the press, but there was. And white supremacy, and it's first, let's trash the United States of America and trash the history of the United States of America. That's Joe Biden. And then, of course, white supremacy, because white supremacy is everywhere. Pay no attention to what's really going on in the country. More than 9,900 African Americans were murdered last year in the United States of America. The overwhelming majority by African American perpetrators. And white supremacy, I think there was that racist in New York that attacked black people at a grocery store. There was the racist black guy in Waukesha, Wisconsin that drove his car through the Christmas parade and murdered 6, injured 61. There was a black militant racist that committed a suicide attack against the U.S. Capitol about 3 months after January 6th. I think it was April 2nd when a black militant attacked the Capitol in a suicide attack, murdered Officer William Evans, severely wounded a second U.S. Capitol police officer. Pay no attention to any of that. Just amazing stuff, I gotta say. And Joe Biden, the white supremacy. Now, I want you to listen to this white supremacy soundbite that Joe Biden used at an HBCU, at a black college in Washington, D.C., Howard University, very famous. And Joe Biden, and then listen to the audience applaud dutifully. Yeah, white supremacy in 2023 is the biggest problem we're going to face. Ignore the 9,900 murders and all that other good stuff. Joe Biden.
The most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy.
Yay, the most dangerous. It's like they clap when Hillary says the election was stolen. Democrats do. And then we got the screen.
I'm not saying this because I'm at a black HBCU.
Black HBCU.
I say it wherever I go.
He says it wherever he goes. Wherever he goes, he says the biggest problem we face is the terrorist threat of white supremacy, because that is the message that the President of the United States, a Democrat, a segregationist Democrat, who praised the exalted cyclops of the KKK because he was a leader of the Democrat Party in the Senate while Joe Biden was in the Senate. Make no mistake. The Democrat Party, Nathan Bedford Forrest, inflicted the KKK on the United States of America. Every single Jim Crow law was a Democrat law. Everyone that stood in a schoolhouse door everywhere in the country was a Democrat, from Orville Faubus, the Democrat governor of Arkansas, at Central High in Little Rock, Arkansas in 1957, when a Republican president, Dwight Eisenhower, sent the 101st Airborne down to move him out of the way, to George Wallace at the University of Alabama, standing in the schoolhouse door there, the Democrat governor, who then ran repeatedly for president as the Democrat, and by the way, James Earl Ray, who shot Martin Luther King in the head and killed him, was a Democrat Party volunteer for Governor Wallace's presidential campaign up until just weeks before he shot and killed Martin Luther King. But pay no attention to any of this, because white supremacy and the terrorist threat of white supremacy, that's the big threat. And the people clap. And then when he said that, he doesn't just say that because he's at a black HBCU. Again, the B in HBCU stands for black, so the black, historically black college and university. Not a bright man. His brain is broke.
I'm not saying this because I'm at a black HBCU.
They all laugh.
Wherever I go.
I say it wherever I go. You do? He's headed to Asia this week, isn't he? He's gone to Asia. He's going to Hiroshima probably to apologize. We apologize for winning World War II. You guys really should have won and brutalized and enslaved the entire world because, you guys. Did you see the woman tweeting over the weekend on an airplane? She got on an airplane and somebody had, you can take your dogs on airplanes now. Somebody had a corgi, a little corgi like Queen Elizabeth would walk around with. Isn't that what she walked around with? I think so. Corgis. And the woman got on, she's black. It's important to the story. And she claimed that she was terrified by the corgi being on the plane because she said she has some sort of a genetic memory of white people in America terrorizing her ancestors using dogs like corgis. So she had to be relocated to another location on the airplane because, corgis terrify her. This is what the Democrats have done to everyone and everything. And then they erase the fact that they are the lynch mob. Hillary being Hillary. Yeah, she's terrified that the corgi was going to conjure up genetic memories that she didn't experience of somebody else's dog terrorizing somebody else in centuries gone by or something like that, because you're a Democrat Party. Man, oh man.